Hello, hello. Welcome. Happy New Year. Once again, this is Empress Alicia, and I want to say happy New Year to all. I hope you guys had a good, awesome New Year, and you're not hungover, and you're not eating and throwing up and praying to God. I'll never do this again. I promise. As long as you let me get through this hangover. I've been there. I've done that. I understand. But hello, welcome. This is Empress Alicia, and I am back with some things to talk about, and hopefully you're up for it, right? I hope you're up for to hear me talk. I wasn't in the mood. I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to. But with this kind of crap, where I'm at, it's not even just what I want. And at this point, I kept getting the call, my ancestors, the spirit team, I had to get myself together just for a few minutes just to give some information. Right? I had to get myself together just a little bit, just to be there for the ones that deserve something from me. Okay? And the talk to the FBI as well, or the CIA, or whoever the hell they like to listen to me, to talk to them too. Because let me tell you something, my auntie, whether y'all want to believe in this stuff or not, I'm trying not to cuss, whether you want to believe it or not, but it's real, okay? And my auntie basically told me to get off my ass and get moving. Okay? My auntie basically, I fell asleep. I was watching one of my favorite movies, y'all. Fell asleep. And my auntie said, you better get off your ass right now. We is not done. I'm tired. You done did, you done sat, you done whatever. Now I need you to get off your ass now, because I got something to tell. We got more stuff to do. We ain't done yet. Okay? We are not done yet. And you said you and Empress Alicia, you ain't shit if you don't get up. That's how my ancestors talk, y'all. You say you want to be, you gonna be with a king. Well, a king don't want no weak bitch. Get your ass up now. And I said, I know you ain't talking to me. She said, yes, I am. Your king don't want no weak bitch. He don't want you sitting around here moping around, or and being with a headache and everything hurt, and you tired and you cranky. Get up. Because I was in a mood. I was like, I don't feel like doing nothing. So my auntie got my ass together. So I said, all right, I'm going to get up. Had a conversation and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, y'all got a lot to talk about. Y'all got a lot to say. And there's a lot going on out here. What's going on? So, there's a lot of talk out there. And I'm like, well, if people want to know some of this shit, y'all have to pay me. Somebody want to know about my childhood. Y'all want me to talk about it. Well, won't y'all pay me? I'll tell you what you want to know. Okay? This is not entertainment. Okay, by the way. This is my life. Okay? I actually was abused as a child. So if y'all want to know, y'all should at least pay me. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. But I basically was abused as a child, and they don't want me to talk about it, but it's true. I was an abused child. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You were a child. Your parents are supposed to care for you. Yes, you may get a little pop on the leg. You know, your mom may tell you to shut up here and there or something. You know, that's normal. I'm not saying that, parents are perfect and being a mother is perfect, because moms, y'all do a lot. I mean, I don't know how sometimes y'all can do it. It really is like a miracle, because you have to put yourself to the side. Whether you feel good or not, rain, sleep, or shine, you got to be a mom. And sometimes you get frustrated. So you don't have to be perfect. I get it. Sometimes you do have to say, fuck these kids. You going out to get a drink, whatever. I can understand that. But some things that these people do is just outright disgusting. Disgusting what some of these people do to their kids that are abusive, and they know it's abusive. So it's some people out there. I look like an interviewer or something. You want to know about my childhood, you want to hear me talk. I guess my story is starting to go at a rapid pace. A lot of old videos and old shouting matches I had is starting to go around. Well, I hate to be the burden of bad news, but I'm no longer in that energy. So even though you are just now getting those videos, I am no longer in that energy, really. So a lot of the things that I said was brutal, but it was the truth. It was the truth, and it was brutal, and it was very distasteful, and a lot of it was righteous anger. So if you're going to judge correctly. Judge correctly. Because a lot of it was righteous anger. And righteous anger is good. Okay? The Lord say righteous anger is good. Alright? So, yeah. But that's what I feel on that part. I'm not going to be detailed with traumatizing events in my life just so people can just feel, oh, no. I'm not going to do that, because that is pointless. That is pointless, okay? I don't need the inadequate sympathy, because that's what it feels like. It feels like almost like a mocking. So I don't need to go in that deep about childhood events unless you are prosecuting and adding that to the sentences of these abusers. Okay? And in that case, I need to talk to people who can have that done. Okay? Now, I'm an adult now, so I don't know if I can press charges from that. But I know that pain and suffering can be added to the sentences that they already are acquiring. And I know they are. And they will. They will acquire the sentences of their disgusting crimes that they have been doing in the dark against Empress Alicia. And it will be done. I know it will. Justice will prevail, and I won't sleep. And I had a conversation with my yacht, and she said they are already begging for forgiveness. They're already on their knees, rolling around on the ground, hoping that death won't knock on their door. And she said, "Don't worry, my daughter." She said, "Don't you worry, my daughter. They are already begging God now they want to call on God for forgiveness of their sicknesses. So, anywho, yeah. But a lot of people out there, I guess, now is starting to get wind of what has been going on. But save yourselves and save your breaths and save your questions, unless you, you know. But anyway, and that other things that's going on out there is a lot. You guys are doing a lot out there. You're going through a lot. You doing a lot. For the collective that I'm here for, by the way, you guys are doing good. But I see that you are also battling the energies that are trying to pull you back or trying to come with you. But you know, they're not coming. They're not coming. These stupid little energies that's trying to mess up the 2024 for us. It ain't going to happen. They're just desperate energies trying to delay their karma, and it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to delay your karma from all of the stuff that you have been doing, and I know you guys can feel it. That's what they've been trying to do. I can see it as well. Okay? So we're not going to worry about them. But one thing that my auntie want me to talk about is somebody else that was part of the plot who lied on me, that I'm going to talk to about with the feds that listens to me. I know as a fed or a cop or somebody like that who listens to me. Somebody that's important. I don't know. You work for some damn body. And you know how to get results. And something like you may be a private investigator. I don't know. You're not the invisible man. I know that. The invisible man. I like to call him the invisible man because he is. He's invisible. He's a masculine energy that's invisible. That I can't trace. I call him my invisible man. He's not him. For those who've been following me, you know exactly who I'm talking about. He's not him. This is actually somebody that is an investigator or somebody who works for the system. And you've been putting pieces together. You know who these criminals are. But one person that I don't want you to forget about, that my auntie said that I forgot about, was one of those exes that is a disgusting, switching man. I'm not going to say the other word. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to bring that into the year 2024. But, because, I had a terrible mouth 2023. In 2022, I know you guys couldn't even listen to me with your children because I cussed like a sailor. I cussed like I was like a sailor. I cussed like I was from the I cussed up a storm. I'm gonna say it like that. I did so much raging and shouting that I messed up with the ethers and everything. The weather is probably messed up partially because of me cussing. That's how much I cussed in 2022 and 2023. I did so much shouting, cussing, and messing it up. I told you guys that because when I do certain things, I mess with other things, and my ancestors I had all kinds of ancestors coming to visit me talking about, I need you to calm down because you messing with us too. That's how much cussing and swearing I was doing. So the weather's probably messed up too because that's how much I was cussing. So I'm trying to slow down with the cussing stuff and the swearing and all of that. Well, I want to change that because I did enough of it for 2022, 2023. I cussed them people out something bad. I cussed the table that the judge sat at. I cussed everybody out. Them, their children. I cursed everybody. I did all of that. Y'all know it. I swear up and down. I did so much fussing and cussing. Don't make no sense. But anyway, that was a little joke. But anyway, my auntie told me to come back and she said, I did forget somebody. And I said, well, who? She said, somebody you least suspected. She said, remember you used to talk to that little swarmy little simp? And I said, swarmy little simp? I said, who the hell you talking about? Swarmy little simp. And she said, well, it was a time period in your mind. You were kind of out of your mind a little bit. You was like a little depressed. He wasn't your normal type. But like I said, you was out of your mind and you gave him a chance. And she said, do you know he had the nerve to betray you too? And I said, what? Are you talking about that little swarmy little nurse? He wanted to be a nurse and he was like slow. And I said, oh shit, him? And he ain't know how to fuck? And she said, yeah. I said, oh, he decided to betray me? And she said, yes, girl, yes. He told your ex that the one that's a madman, the one that's addicted to Satan and dark magic, and he got that crazy ass wife, and they swear you want him and all that kind of shit. That she said, girl, he done told that man all kinds of lies about you. He told everybody that you stole from him. He told your ex-lover you stole from him. He told him that you were quiet, you were shy, you were scared. You ain't never been in this, you ain't never do that. He said that he did all this stuff for you. You broke his heart, all this kind of crazy ass shit. I said, what? I said, hold up, pause. First of all, I ain't never been no thief in my whole life. I can call, if I want to, I can call all kinds of people and ask them, have I ever stole from you? And I'm not talking about little people with freaking pennies. Okay? I've been trusted with all kinds of other shit. And I ain't still nothing. Okay? I said, so what the hell can I steal from a nursing student that's slow and trying to make it? And he ain't have no goddamn money. And he bought, birthday gifts and did all kinds of shit and buy groceries and shit like that. But what else is to steal? You were in school. How dare you insult my intelligence and try to ruin my character by telling people I was a thief and I stole from you and you live with your mama? See, that's the thing. Did he tell everybody he was living with his mama? He was living in his mama in this cold ass house that they ain't have no heat on. I don't know if they couldn't afford heat or the mama was so mean and ornery that she ain't put the heat on. That's where he was staying at. And he said he got out of jail 6 years before that, which was a lie. And I think I told you guys this. I don't know if I told you guys this in the midst of me cussing out somebody else online. Remember I was telling you guys this back in 2023? I don't know if I told you this, but he was married to a man in Florida. He know exactly who he is. Because I told you guys, I found out he was married to a man in Florida. And I checked and I kept finding receipts that he was married to a man in Florida. And I don't know how that happened. Maybe, I think it was Obama who when he first passed the law, I think Obama did it. And he went out and married a man right away. As soon as Obama passed the law, I believe that's when he did it. He ran out and got married. I don't even think he went to jail. I think he was in Florida all that time with a man. Right? And to this day, I just now revealed that because you try to insult my intelligence, say I'm a liar, and he knows exactly who he is. That's also working with my so-called ex fling. He's not even. It was never a relationship. Come on, ladies, my mature ladies out there. Let's be clear here. Y'all all know y'all all slept with a man for shits and giggles, and it was over and done, right? It never was no relationship. It was never that deep. It was none of that, right? It was never that deep. But he wanted to make it seem like it was that deep, but it wasn't, right? There, we clear. So this other, I didn't even know this was going on until just now. They just told me not long ago, because we had to have a conversation, that one of my exes was conquered working with an ex-fling. That's how deep these motherfuckers wanted to sacrifice me. That's how deep it is, y'all. This is really comical. Like, that's how deep that they wanted to sacrifice me. They even conjured up ex-boyfriend. A little ex-boyfriend that wasn't even all like that. That I left him alone. Because number one, he was a weak ass man, and I never messed with weak men. I really didn't. They might have been crazy, but they wasn't weak. And he lived with his mama, and I never messed with a man that lived with his mama. They always had their own shit, no matter what the occupation was. The boyfriends that I did have, they might have been a little cuckoo, but they had their own, and they didn't live with their mama. So I don't know if I told y'all this story, but he's such a weak ass man. He a simp ass man, and he's shaking his boots, and he a simp, and he scary. I told y'all how he let a whole he don't know how to hold his own. He the kind of man that's shaking his boots when another man is look better than him and all this other kind of shit. That's the kind of weak ass man he is. He shivered up in his boots and he ran out the door, and he let this man give me his number and everything. And he ran out the door shaking like a stripper because he don't know what to do when it comes to another man. And that's the same thing he did with this dark magician ex-fling that I had that was sent in to ruin my life, that is so gun-ho on trying to sacrifice me for the cult. Y'all already know the story. We don't need to go in it again. If you don't know, go back in the videos and listen. Okay, but this is how deep it was. And how he got in touch with my ex-boyfriend from, let's say, 4 or 5 years ago, y'all. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. I haven't even seen this goddamn switching fucking nurse, if he even a nurse, this switching ass motherfucking Tweety Bird. No shame to my LGBTQ, but he on the down low. I haven't even seen him since I told him to kiss my ass. And the reason why I told him to kiss my ass is because I found out he was a liar. I found out that he was gay. And I went and got an AIDS test right away. Because I don't play that shit. Because I was going to kill him if I found out he gave me AIDS. But I don't have AIDS. But if he would have gave that shit to me, I would have killed him. And I found out that he was a liar, and I found out he was fucking some bitch that was 500 pounds. This high yellow bitch with long hair, and I found out he was fucking this bitch that was 500 pounds. And I said, this is fucking disgusting. Y'all two could be with each other. I didn't even care. And I never even told him the reason why I was breaking it, because I didn't want to embarrass him. See, a lot of my ops, I don't even tell them, I just save them their feelings, and I just broke up with them. I said, you know what, this ain't going to work no more. So, and this is the reason why you can't fuck. Because, you know, I'm not used to this. You can't fuck, and this is why. You know, you like to pick people that's 500 pounds. So, and then you gay at the same time. And he said, I knew you weren't attracted to me. That's what he said. Okay. So he left and he took all his food that he supposedly bought. And I said, go ahead, give all the food to your fat bitch that you've been fucking. I don't care. So long story short, y'all, he thought I was going to call him crying and all of that shit. Why won't you be with me? First of all, I ain't crying over you. I said it's over, bitch. I don't want to be with you. Like, you're a fraud. You're a cunt. You're a pussy. I don't have no respect for you. You know? So he had, his feelings was hurt when he popped up, talking about something, you wanna be, why don't you wanna be with me? I said, because I don't want to. End of the story. My locks has changed. If you come back around here, I'm calling the cops. And I moved on with my life, and I called it a day. But he got it. The reason how he got in touch, how them two must have got in touch with each other, was from that nasty ass best friend that I had that I told y'all about, that fucked on the ex-fling that I had at the time. If y'all remember what I'm talking about. And how that ex-fling is the devil itself, nasty with diseases that I told y'all about. They all got that shit. They all got, and that's what that fucking nasty ass ex-boyfriend don't know. That you sitting there lollygagging with this man, thinking that y'all gonna get a come up off of me, and you can't see that he ain't nothing but a motherfucking fraud himself. He ain't nothing but a children of the corn, hell having eyes, demon seed, that's trying to stay afloat because he motherfucking broke and he running from Satan. And he's selling you a dream, banking on the fact that you gonna come back here with me. Y'all both retarded. Because he must not know, I ain't see that nigga in over 4 years. I done moved on with my life. I ain't thinking about those niggas. Y'all all retarded. But the point I'm trying to make is, this is how deep that these people go when they trying to sacrifice you, honey. I want y'all to know how this shit is crazy. And that's how them two must have got in touch by that nasty bitch. That nasty ass fake ass best friend of mine. She must have told him about him, and that's how them two, but that nasty bitch fucked him too. That's what my auntie said. She said, oh, by the way, you know that nasty bitch that fucked your fling? You know she fucked the ex-boyfriend too, because they always sold a dream that they had to steal your energy through fucking. And I said, what? She said, yeah. So unfortunately, he got that shit too. Whatever she got, whatever he got, they all got the same nasty diseases. And I said, what? Damn. So you so busy trying to fuck me over, you need to go worry about your health, sir. You need to worry about your health. And worry about your own bill of health and your rights and all that shit. Because word on the street, y'all all got that nasty disease. And the person that conned you is the person that is sitting there laughing in your face, telling you to come harm me, come try to come back at. I ain't see them niggas in over 3-4 years. You ain't got a chance in hell, and Shaitan know it, Lucifer know it, Beelzebub, whoever, all the demons know it. Everybody that y'all worship know, not one of y'all got a chance in hell that you could come back in my life. I don't know what kind of shit y'all on, but y'all on some goofy shit. Y'all all retarded. Y'all all retarded. Because I ain't seen them niggas in over 4 years. Ever since I told him to kiss my ass goodbye, and he was mad and brokenhearted. He was the one pining over me, brokenhearted, because I told him to kiss my ass. And that's the reality. I told him to kiss my ass, and I kept moving on with my goddamn life, and he kept driving past, and all kinds of shit until I called the cops, and then I finally fucking moved. The nigga don't even know where the hell I'm at. Okay? And he definitely don't know my number, and if he do, he's on block. Because I done changed numbers and phones since I was with that fucking dumbass fucking nigga. That dumbass nigga, I was in a sunken place. Early on in my journey, I was in a goddamn sunken place. But he was never my goddamn type. He's weak. He's a weakling. He was the weakest man I ever dealt with, including that weak ass lover. Including that weak ass fucking lover. He's a weak ass link too, because he bowed down to another motherfucking man and get bent over and got ass juice leaking because he need a diaper. From being bent over so many times, he needs a diaper. That bisexual. And if you bisexual, I don't have no problems with men out there if you are bisexual. But I'm talking about this evildoer that he get bent over so much that he needs a diaper, and he hate women. He hates women. He uses women, and he rather get bent over by men. He like doing the butt. That's what he like to do. Doing the butt. They'll say you don't need a diaper. I dare y'all women who fuck this man, tell him to look at his asshole. Ask to look at his butt. I bet you he tell you he don't want. I bet you he say he don't want you to look at his butt. Ask to look at his butt. And I bet you he got juice leaking down. He can't even hold his bowels because he has to get rammed all the time because he's a bottom. He's a bottom boy. He's a bottom man, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And he has to bend over and take it. He got to take one for the team all the time. He's on the bottom. He's like the person that's at the bottom of the group. Or whatever group he part of, he get ran through. And he go out there and he seek people who don't know anything, like that fucking ex-goddamn switching ass man that you don't know shit about the dark side. You don't know shit about nothing, but that man is from the occult, and he's selling you a dream because somebody telling him what to tell you, because they all banking that you gonna motherfucking win with me. You a motherfucking lie. I will beat your head into the white goddamn meat if you ever come near me. And you can say that's a threat, take it to the cops, but I got the right to defend myself. If you even get near me. Because, the way my ancestors and all, they already put a few of you in the hospital and shit like that. So I doubt you're going to get close to me anyway. But that's just in case you try to come near me. That's how retarded they are. They retarded. They all slow. They lie. That's how much they lie. What makes you think I'm going to let somebody in my life that I done walked away from years ago? Because he was a weak-ass link and a faggot. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it. But he was. There was fucking a bitch that was 500 pounds. And I didn't want to tell nobody. I was too embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. But let me tell you, one of my girlfriends, I told about it at the time. A real one. And she looked it up too in the system. She called her girlfriend was a cop. And that's how I know. I said, oh my God, Lord. And she said, girl, I don't think you should tell them. Because when you tell people this kind of shit, they go crazy. And she was like, don't tell him, just leave his ass alone. So I ain't motherfucking telling. This was years ago. This was over 4 years ago. And I ain't never tell that nigga. I said, I ain't telling him shit. I'm just going to break up with him. Fuck that. Because I can't deal with nobody who picturing me a man and shit. And I know something wrong with you. And I just can't do it. But I knew something was wrong because you ain't never want to fuck. And I said, something wrong. What kind of man don't ever want to fuck? And then when I found out that you want to fuck, and it's somebody that's 500 pounds, and I said, something wrong. Something wrong with this silly ass nigga. So for you to sit there and say I'm a thief, I'm a liar, and make up all kinds of shit about me just so you can look good in front of another nigga that like niggas? Y'all both goofy. Y'all goofy as fuck. You and that nigga goofy. All y'all goofy. Y'all all goofy as shit. You, that goddamn hill having eyes ass goddamn fling, his whole damn family. And word on the street is that, remember I told y'all they fuck their family members and shit? Because a lot of people from them satanic cults, they believe that keep it in the family. Well, that satanic fling, he know exactly who he is. One of them got somebody pregnant in the family from fucking each other and shit. That's the new news on y'all. Somebody pregnant? Because they trying to sacrifice a baby? So you get is it your cousin or your sister pregnant? Y'all are disgusting. What is wrong with y'all? That's how desperate they are. And they sacrifice these babies to these entities for money. Because they can't steal my energy. Remember, y'all, they were riding high off of my energy for 2 motherfucking years. And I ain't know the shit. Because he tried to bond me in the spirit realm and make me think that I like him, and I really don't. I hate him. He's a nasty bitch. So it looked like I like him, but I don't like him. Right? That's how it looks. Because when somebody do love spells on you and constantly do love spells and incantations and they fuck with your chakras and shit, they like bond you to them. And they don't teach you this in church. They don't teach you this in church, but motherfuckers out here doing this shit. They bond you to them. And they suck your energy and they ride your ass to the great goddamn moon till the cows come home. And they can be living like Big Meech and shit. Living high on the hog off of your energy. I ain't trying to scare you, but this is the truth. They don't teach you this in church. Pastor ain't going to teach you this on Sunday. But this is something that you should know. And I would challenge any pastor out there talk about it in church. I triple dare you to talk about how energy harvesters ride your ass like God to the great goddamn cow, to the great goddamn moon, to Jesus' return. How they can do it. I triple dare you. I triple dog dare you to talk about how energy harvesters will ride you to Jesus' return. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Because it's true. And it can happen. But this is what happened with this satanic family, including a lot of other families that were trying to do this. And it was also trying to do some ritual sacrifice. But now they're desperate, and now they're making babies with their own so they can get some money up. That's what they do. That's what they do. And then they get mad because I exposed them. I don't care. I don't care. You get mad. You can get mad all you want. But what you ain't going to do is sit there and tell lies about me. I'm going to defend my own. And my auntie told me I need to come on here and do it and finish up a little bit of shit and talk about how that nasty ass that somebody I even forgot about. Honestly, I forgot about the nigga because she had to jug my memory because I was like, who? Who are you talking about? Like who? Oh, that weak ass nigga. I mean, I'm just saying, he was a weak ass nigga. I think he was the weakest nigga I ever dealt with. Like he is. He's a weak ass nigga. I ain't never dealt with nobody like that. Whether I had crazy and controlling or not. At least they were crazy, controlling, and they had their motherfucking own. Crazy, controlling, they had their motherfucking own. Not that weak ass, like, so you got the audacity to sit there and lie on me and say that I was stealing from you. When you really was just brokenhearted because I dropped you. You were just brokenhearted because I dropped you. Because I dropped you and I ain't want to fuck with you no more. So you had something in common with that fuck nigga because he was mad because he wanted to sacrifice me. He was mad because he wanted to tell everybody all kinds of lies about me. He wanted me to be a third party to his nasty ass stank bitch and make me do threesomes. And I told y'all all about that too. How you gonna try to make me have a threesome with you and your bitch? If I'm gonna have a threesome, it's gonna be with who I wanna fuck. It ain't gonna be because you bullying me and coercing me into your sex life, knowing that you and your wife, y'all into swinging. Y'all into unprotected sex and swinging. And that's why y'all all dirty. That's why your blood dirty. That's why your blood dirty, you dirty, all you dirty. You gotta wear Depends and a diaper and shit like that. If you don't, you shit on yourself. And he know it. He shit on himself. Now go run and tell that to your whole community. Because the whole community, from what I'm picking up, they say, a lot of them like, I fuck with the Empress Alicia. I like her. She told the truth. You is a liar. You the one who can't be real and say what it is and say what it ain't. She ain't got no problem with keeping it real. She ain't got no problem with telling us the truth and what ain't the truth. She ain't got no problem being honest. You the one that's out there lying, telling people all kinds of lies. And you fucking retarded, really. Slow as fuck. Whole goddamn family slow. Whole goddamn family slow as fuck. But Everybody already see who the truth is. Everybody see who real and who fake, who's a liar and who's not. Time will always tell. Right? That's what it is, right? Time will always tell who's a liar and who's not. And whatever is in the dark will always come to light. It don't matter what it is. It's always going to come to the light. The realist is always going to rise to the top. It don't matter what you stir up in that pot. The cream of the crop is going to rise above it. And I rose above it, and I showed and I proved that I ain't fucking with none of it. And all those stupid little lies that was told, it ain't nothing but lies. In 2024, we gonna do the damn thing. We're gonna do the damn thing for 2024. I see great things coming for all of you. I really do. I want to congratulate all of you. And we wiping out the trash, sweeping out the trash for 2023. Sweep it out your damn door. I hope you did all your cleaning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got rid of stuff that you don't need in your house. I hope you did what you needed to do to spiritually cleanse as well as physically cleanse. I hope you swept the trash out for 2023. Sweep it on out. Get rid of it. I hope you all did that. Right? Because we got to walk them in the new. We got to walk them in what we want to happen. And I am sweating, you guys. I am, you know how I get when I'm, channeling for you guys. But, yeah, I'm walking it in the new for you. I'm walking it in. We are walking in the new. And I want to say I am proud of all of the ones who have done the work and they are feeling the energy of the new already. Because some of you we're all in different spots. But I am happy for a lot of you. And I look forward to congratulating all of us together as a collective, the ones that rise, the ones that go together, because what I'm seeing is an elevation and gifts as well. I'm seeing an elevation in gifts for the men as well. I don't want to leave out my men. I always leave out my men, but I want to remind the men that fucks with me, I fucks with you too. And I want to remind you that you are also part of when I say collective. I want to remind you that means you too. Because, men get left out a lot. And I want to let the men know that you are a part of it too. I congratulate you too. Because I see a balancing happening. I see balancing of the masculine and the feminines. And I know a lot of the feminines, you've been tired lately, because I've been tired too. And I believe that this is partially because the feminine energy has been in masculine energy too long. So I believe on a grand scale in the collective, a lot of the feminine energy is wanting to now go and stay and recuperate and also do things in a feminine way. So what do I mean by that? So instead of the hustle and bustle, more like have a feminine business or a feminine job. Something that's less of that goes against the resistance, right? And let the masculines take charge. Let the masculines rise and do what they need to do. I'm sorry, my nose is burning. That happens a lot when I'm channeling, I get hot. My nose burned too. Um, yes, I see a lot of the masculine and the feminine balancing out in a lot of ways, and that's within you because we have both, right? We have masculine and feminine energy in both, and all of us. But I see it happening inside of us as well as outside of us, if that makes sense, right? I see that happening. I see a lot of that happening. So, ladies, we're gonna start having an internal flick when it's time to stop, right? When it's time to stop. So even if you with whether you're single or you're not, you may have like a flicker in you that says, okay, stop, right? And if you are in a relationship, you may have a flicker when it say, okay, that is not something that you should worry about. Let him handle that. You're going to start having flickers that encourages you to stop, and just let the man do what he needs to do, right? So I see the balances of the energies for 2024. I see babies. For some reason, I kept hearing babies. Babies being born, but also conceived. If you may not have a baby 2024 if you don't get pregnant, obviously, in a certain quarter of the year, but you may get pregnant in 2024, right? You may conceive this year. I just kept hearing babies, 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 and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys are going to be making up and making up collectively, because a lot of babies need to be born. A lot of babies, maybe I need to do a baby message, because it looks like a lot of babies are trying to get here. I'm seeing it yeah, maybe I should do a baby message. But a lot of babies are trying to get here. So maybe it is a lot of babies that's going to be born as well as conceived. You guys got to get moving. You got to get moving. These babies are trying to get here. Because remember, babies become adults. And they got to get here to do their purpose, right? If it's a baby that's supposed to be a scientist 30, 40 years from now, then they got to get here first, right? So they're trying to pick a parent. And they pick their parents according to a lot of different things. But, two people that are smart, a baby will want you as their parent. They're like, oh, they're smart. Those two are smart. They're brilliant. I don't know. Whatever. But a lot of babies are trying to get here. I can see it. So I think fertility is up. So a lot of women, be careful. Don't just go out here having sex. You got to be careful, because if you are feminine, it looks like fertility is up this year, and a lot of babies are trying to get here as well. So it may not be hard to get pregnant. It may not be difficult. You may get pregnant quick and can't even believe it. You may just wonder, like, oh my God, how did this happen? Well, you know how it happened. It just happened so fast, right? So that's enough with the babies. And men, for you too. You might think, oh, my sperm don't work. I've been fucking bitches for a long time. Ain't nobody get pregnant all year. But all of a sudden it happens because your fertility may be up, and it may be in the making for you. You never know. You should be careful. Don't just fuck anybody if you don't want to be dealing with that person for eternity, because you may actually slip up and somebody may get pregnant. All of a sudden you may have super sperm or some crap. I don't know. You may have sperm that know how to wait more than goddamn 3-4 days. They may know how to wait 2 weeks and wait for those, or I don't know. I'm just saying, it some weird stuff may happen. That's what I see going on for this year. So be careful with your seed as well. Be extra cautious of your seed for the masculines. Because a lot of babies, I see babies a lot. I see a lot of baby energy. Businesses, if you have a business, it's going up. I even see more business ideas popping up. You know, I'm seeing grand opening. I'm seeing pop-up shops or pop-ups. I'm seeing relocating, opening up bigger, better businesses and stuff like that. I'm seeing a board, some kind of board meeting or something like that. I don't know, people, men, very few women, but men or something like that. I'm seeing home upgrades, but also downsizing. Maybe some of these people want to be having more children and you need a bigger home, or maybe you feel like you don't need as much space and you want to get a downsizing, something smaller. It could be either or. I see both. I see upgrades and I see downsizing. I also see bottled water. I'm seeing a beach. Is somebody thinking about a condo near a beach or something, or an apartment near a beach, or a pool or something like that, something with water? That sounds good. Invite me over. I like water. I'll come past. I'll bring you your favorite dish. I like water. I'm a water girl. I can't swim though, but I'd love the water for a girl that can't swim, right? But I do see some kind of downsizing or upgrading or addition. If you do have a home, maybe you thinking about a second one. I don't know. I'm just throwing out what I'm seeing going on, okay? I don't want to ruin nobody's surprises. If this is somebody surprising somebody, like they whatever. But I'm also seeing good luck. I'm seeing a lot of luck coming, like somebody jumping up and down because they lucked up, maybe more money, maybe a extra check, maybe something like that. And I'm seeing somebody show their husband and they're jumping up and down, happy. So I'm seeing good luck. Maybe you didn't have to pay taxes on something. Maybe you got an extra check on something. Maybe you got more money back from something. I don't know. It's something about with like the luck thing where lucky things happen for couples. For some reason I'm just seeing, not that it can't happen for singles, but I'm seeing couples like extra happy about something. So, but it's something with the luck. Yeah, so I'm seeing that. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm seeing changes in appearance. So this can be you maybe you got a new career and you have to change how you dress. Maybe you need a renewal, like a makeover. Maybe you got blonde or brown or red or ginger or pink or whatever, purple hair, and now you can't wear those colors and you got to change how you wear your color. Maybe you got to change how you dress. Maybe, today we like to wear these tight leggings with goddamn shirts and tank tops, and maybe you can't wear that anymore. Maybe now you got a partnership and you can't wear that. Maybe you now a wife and he like, I don't want you wearing that crap. Maybe you dress too sexy and now you're going to have to bring it down. Maybe he wants you to dress up. I don't know. Maybe he wants you to change your hair. Maybe he wants you to wear a heel. Maybe he wants you to look more pleasant. Whatever the case is, I see more of, I see people dressing differently than how they normally dress, if that makes sense. Something with the clothes, something with the clothes or something like that. Maybe even losing weight or gaining weight. I'm seeing a woman lose weight, but I'm also seeing a woman gain curves or work out or something like that. Like working out, maybe you're going to be, maybe some people are going to gain weight and some people are going to lose weight. You know, that happens. Sometimes we get more, we gain more in the winter and we lose more in the summer. I know as ladies, it's January, but by March we already trying to get in our keto, right, ladies? We in March we already we keto and we keto dieting, we lowering our carbs, we're preparing for the time when we gotta be half naked and put on our dresses and stuff, right? We prepare months ahead usually. You know, men, they pay attention to that. They like, oh, she thinks she's slick. She don't want to eat goddamn rice, so she been eating salad and drinking water and shakes and extra walks, and you know they pay attention to that, right? Then we start around February, March, we start going on keto diet, right? Preparing for the summer. But it's true, that's what we like to do. So I can see a lot of women that preparing their bodies to lose weight or even gain curves, because you know it don't matter how we look, we always want to gain our curves and keep our curves, whether we lose weight or gain weight. We like to keep them, you know, keep our curves whatever we have, we want to keep it. But that's just the appearances that I see going on. But for the married people, I see a lot of changing the dress attire. That's poking out. Something about the dress attire. I don't know if some of them need to dress up or dress down. Like you dress too sexy, and now you gotta dress a little bit more conservative. And some you need to dress it up, period. Like you dress way too down. Like, you know, like a bum. So, you know, you have to dress up just a little bit more. So, you know, it's just more pleasant for when a man look at you and he's like, okay, I feel good. You know, I don't feel like I'm looking at a bum, you know. But I'm just teasing. It's not that you're a bum, of course. It's just, you know, my expression. But you get the point of, you know, when you have to just look pleasant, you know, whatever. But that's what I see that's sticking out for the married people. From getting maybe of a lot of women, maybe you just stop dressing up. You know, during COVID, a lot of us, we really fell into a ditch of just throwing stuff on, lounging around, putting our hair into a messy bun. You know, we all have fell into some bad traps during COVID, and we kind of kept them. We kind of kept it that way for a long time, but I'm getting that somebody's husband or new husband or old husband or whatever, partner, whatever, somebody is going to tell their spouse about how they've been dressing lately and how they want them to go back to what they used to be and used to do. So I'm seeing a lot of changing with the appearance with married couples. I'm really hearing already married. So if you've been married for a while, maybe your husband, maybe he wants you to, maybe he's a little afraid, which I don't know why, but he's a little afraid to tell you to stop wearing what you've been wearing and put some real clothes on. Why is he afraid to tell you that? I don't know. But for me, I don't need a man that's afraid to tell me anything. I need you to tell me what you want. You know, you got to be direct with me. And, you know, don't be afraid. But, yeah. So if you already married, maybe that's what it is. Career, I already told you about that. You know, renewals. If you just want to upgrade or have a makeover, which I think a lot of us need. A lot of us could use a nice makeover, right? Yeah, but I hope some of this for 2024. I hope you guys. I see a lot of good things, and I would pull more, but I already went over time. But I see a lot of good things for 2024. But for some reason, a lot of that babies was popping out. A lot of babies. So I think a lot of babies want to be born, and I think I'm gonna do maybe I'll do a video on baby messages. Yeah, I can do a video on baby messages, babies that's not even here yet. I'll see what my spirit team will say to that if they want me to do that, because that can be a sensitive topic for a lot of people. So, yes, yes, yes. Happy New Year, and I hope everybody work out well with their beginning of the new year. I hope you get through it well. I hope you're already on a great foot, a good foot, an awesome foot, because I am as well. And until next time, peace.